Welcome to this TIPCHECK tool tutorial. In this video, I'll guide you through the key features of our estimation function. To start TIPCHECK estimation, you click on New Project. It opens the selection and you see the first one is the estimation function. You open it and you see that you can start a new project to estimate. I won't do this now because I want to keep this tutorial very brief, and like in every good cooking show, I prepared a tutorial for the estimation function. So as you're already familiar with from all the other tutorials, you fill in all the different fields. I want to put the focus on one field which is new here in the estimation function and different to the normal TIPCHECK tool. It's the annual thermal energy consumption. The annual thermal energy consumption means that all energy which is thermally consumed of a plant, of an installation, of a process you inspect needs to be taken into consideration, but without, for example, electricity use. So we really focus here on thermal insulation only. What the tool does is when you select the industrial sector, a specific kind of temperature ranges and temperature use in the different processes. So this is different from a chemical plant, for example, to iron and steel, or if you go to the bottom of the pull down list to HVAC systems in buildings, which is technical equipment in the building context. But let's continue with this example I prepared on chemicals. You fill in all the rest, which is clear. And then besides the annual thermal energy consumption, there's the third insulation scope, new field, which you don't know yet from the other projects. And here in the insulation scope, you define if you want to estimate on all potential in this process plant or on just damaged and uninsulated surfaces. So you just want to repair what is broken in this process plant system. If you did this, you've already done all you need to do, and you click on Estimate. And on the next page, the tool gives you the result of your estimation. I'm just putting the focus a bit better. And you can see here that if everything was upgraded to energy class C in an average chemical plant in Europe, the estimated energy savings here was about 26 million kilowatt hours or 5,000 or 5 megatons of CO2, and also 1,000,006 or more or less 1,700,000 euros of savings per year. Now the client is getting interested and says, well, actually everything in my chemical plant here in Europe is very, very bad. Can we not upgrade the entire plant? You click on Edit. You would go here and there's just one field you have to change back to all surfaces, which is the default setting. And then you click on Estimate again. And you see, of course, now, if you look at this graph, that as we know it by experience, up to 90% of the thermal energy which is lost can be saved by putting insulation here. Take care when you use the estimation function, as it's using European average. And maybe the plant you're looking at is not European average, so that has to be taken into consideration. It is a nice appetizer for TIPCHECK services, but be careful when you use it, that this is an estimation tool which is using European average. Thanks very much for watching, and if you have more questions, then please don't hesitate to get in touch.